Uploading product data to a sales channel isn't just about having the right information. It also needs to follow the right structure and formatting requirements. So in this playbook, I'll walk you through how to use channel transformations in Plytix to automatically format the data in your feed. You'll learn how to build product titles from existing attributes, resize images, and format prices, all without creating duplicate content or manually editing fields. I'll be using Google Shopping as an example, but you can follow the same steps for the channel you work with. First, let's create a channel. To do this, I'll start by heading to the Channels tab here. Now I'll just create a new channel here, and I'll just choose the Google Shopping format. And then I'll just add my store details in the next step. Plytix already includes a list of standard attributes for Google Shopping, but if you need extra attributes or you want to add your custom ones, you can add them manually here or upload a full CSV template with this option. I already have all the fields I need, so I can start by mapping my Google Shopping fields with my Plytix attributes. So I can map, for example, my ID to my Plytix SKU here. The good thing is that once everything is mapped, you don't need to repeat this process. All right, the mapping is done. Now comes the fun part. Google Shopping has a few requirements for how specific fields should be formatted. I could go back and edit each field to match those guidelines, but that would mean creating duplicate content or manually editing each product. Instead, I'll use transformations right in this channel to automatically format the data when my feed is processed. Let's look at a few examples. For the product title, I want to combine existing attributes to create a consistent structure that matches Google's guidelines. So I'll use a formula that combines the brand, product type, and a key attribute like the product color, all separated by a hyphen. This way, instead of manually creating a new title for each product, I'll use attribute transformations to do it for me. So instead of matching this field with an existing attribute, I'll create a transformation here. I'll set the label as title, and then here in the editor, I can add my formula. Quick pro tip here, you don't need to memorize a whole set of operations. Just ask our formula assistant in the tool. Now to create the title, I'll use a simple concat formula like this one. And now I'll just replace these placeholders with my existing product attributes. And I can validate my formula to make sure the result looks right. And done. I'll save it here. And because the title is built from my existing attributes, it automatically updates based on my product content. Next, I want to make sure my images are optimized. I know that they need to follow a specific size format, so instead of manually editing each one, I'll quickly find the media field here, and I can apply a transformation. This will automatically resize my images for Google Shopping without changing the original image in my account or creating duplicates. Before I'm done, I want to make one last tweak. For pricing, I need to make sure values use a decimal point and include no more than 2 decimal places. So I can quickly define this directly in the pricing field here. But since I know that Google Shopping requires me to add the currency code at the end of my price, I'll actually use an attribute transformation for this. So I'll unmatch my field here. And I'll now create a new attribute transformation, just like we did. And I'll just replace the price with my price attribute, and I can validate it here. And this is what my pricing would look like. Again, I only need to do this once. Plytix will automatically format the prices of all of my products included in this channel without changing the original pricing in my account. And these are just a few examples of how these channel transformations can help you set up your feed without having to manually tweak every product or create duplicate content. Once everything is mapped and formatted, I'll add my products and process my channel. Now I'll click Process Now to generate my feed. And here's the feed URL that I can copy and paste directly into my Google Merchant Center account. So instead of manually rebuilding your product data, you can set up the structure once, map your existing attributes, and let Plytix automatically format the feed for you.